two gladiators, and that's what they are today. Williams started this final playing immaculate snooker, leading 7-1. Doherty somehow has clawed his way back, and now it's a toss of a coin.
Tough long pot, and first chance to Mark Williams.
One. Yeah.
Well, you could actually almost feel Mark Williams trying to put the brake on that cue ball there as it got very, very close to the pink. But it's okay.
Seven.
Didn't judge it well, and a bit fortunate to have landed on the blue like this. Well, as I say, with an electric atmosphere like this, every credit to Mark Williams. Just to hold
12.
your cue must be a feat early on.
$13.
Knocked the red in, but once again, not on the blue as he would like.
He's got very, very good cue power. Brown would be a nice shot. Yellow he could screw back. If he misses the jaws of the middle pocket, it should be nicely on the red above the black. Well, he missed the
Mark
jaws,
Williams,
and that's
13.
a strange miss. I fancied him for that one.
One. Eight. Nine.
Wasn't happy with the contact there, Ken, but he's not really done any harm to the shot. He's nicely on the brown.
Well, these two players have been at it for
16.
24 frames with 12 frames all. And amazing enough, the aggregate, there's only some 16 or 17 points in it after 24 frames. Couldn't be more evenly matched.
17.
Minister of Sport, Richard Caborn. It's one of the great events in British sport. The Embassy World Championship final. He's missed it.
Ken Doherty, 17.
We've seen so many of those missed lows in the near jaw. He'll be disappointed with that.
The balls potted is also very, very close. Look at that, just one ball difference. But going back to the black that John just mentioned, he'd missed it, and we've said it before on commentary, I've never ever seen as many blacks missed in this Embassy World Championship as I have this tournament.
Knocked the red over the corner. He needs a bit of luck. I think he's had it. The balls turned this afternoon, halfway through, I thought, the afternoon session. And they favoured Ken Doherty. will they turn again this evening?
The one that's just to the left of the pink spot, that appears to be the only one. He could play to clip that red into that left-hand corner where the red is. And if you can avoid the in-off and the pack of reds and get cue ball back into baulk and may clear the pocket, that, to me, looks the only way he can clear that red.
He's playing the cannon. The one played it well. He's not had much luck with position, but he was in a bit of a tricky situation there, and he's got himself out of it. Good shot.
Yes, and I saw Mark Williams there just do a glance at our press box where we've got one of the game's great players, Tony Drago, looking on from the press box. And as Mark played that plant, obviously Tony Drago must have applauded the shot, and Mark just had a little look at him and saying, well, didn't get on the colour. He enjoys playing, but he also enjoys watching.
Missed the intended ball on the way up, caught them on the way back. What a chance he's give Ken Doherty now. Just one good pot. This red in the right corner. If he gets on a colour, great chance.
One.
Oh, that kiss could have stopped blue and pink potting. In goes the red. Just keep an eye on the cue ball. We just lost it there, but both pink and blue now not available. And if he takes the green on, it's tough. The brown, Ken's one of those players that won't have the cue power to pot the brown and screw back. Mark Williams could play this kind of shot. Just wonder what he's thinking of potting the yellow. Renown is a very, very good player with the rest, but he missed one this afternoon, and funny enough, John, it was the green. That was dangerous.
Ken Doherty, 1.
Well, worst of all, he's missed. He's not got it safe. It was a great chance when he potted the first red. You thought he could have scored 40 or 50 points there.
One.
I think Mark's played for the black because he knows with blue and pink out of commission,
White.
he needs a large colour at this end of the table. And that scoreline reads 18-15 at the moment. That is the first time in the match that Ken Doherty's led. But it's only by 3 points. But he'll soon be behind after this shot.
Eight. Nine. 16.
Oh, having seen Ken miss the green, this has now
70.
become possible frame winner for Mark Williams. He'll have to play the cannon now on the two reds. He can't hold for them. Could play for the one next to pink and blue. As he's played for the loose red, which must tell us that one of those reds will pot into the left-hand corner as we look.
24.
Ken knows that was a great chance. It could be costly.
25.
Well, if one of those two reds doesn't go, he's got a nice angle here off the black to play the cannon. Missed the black.
Mark Williams,
Been
25.
fortunate. The black has covered the right corner. And every time we see these blacks missed, they're hit too thick.
I mean, why is it, John? I mean, that must be 50 blacks we've seen missed off the spot in this tournament. It's amazing.
Can Ken take advantage? He'll take this red on to the far right corner.
No damage done. Mark will be trying to get the cue ball, I would think, in behind the brown if you can. The red on the cushion gives him that option, but he's probably worried about bringing that into play at the moment, leading by 21 points. How's the pace? Start of play today, Mark Williams was 1 to 50 to win the game. Ken Doherty was 14 to 1, sorry, 12 to 1. And there was a punter who had had £15,000 on Ken Doherty at 12 to 1. It may have been what we call a saving bet. He must have probably backed Mark Williams to win the tournament early and just saving. What a chance he's got of winning 150,000.
Well, it might look like a bit of a bang, but he was thinking about the cross double. He knew he could get the cue ball back to the balk end, but a bit fortunate to cover the red that came with the cue ball. I do feel that this is a very important frame. First frame of any session is important, but I just feel that the momentum at the moment is with Ken Doherty. It's Mark who looks the more uncomfortable to me. You soon get comfortable if you start winning a few frames. He's played the double. It's there. Is he on the black? No.
One.
I don't think he can cut this back.
That's about the only place on the table it doesn't pot, but he can certainly tuck it in behind the black. Got to be. I don't think he can get the snooker actually on both reds unless it leaves it virtually touching ball. And if I had a choice, John, I don't know which red I'd rather leave sticking out, because he can get a snooker off either of them.
Yes, it's not a straightforward situation, this, by any means.
Black ball.
He's decided to
Hand off
cover
to
the
one.
one on the left-hand side of the table.
Now that's a decent safety shot. Ken has no chance of getting in behind one of the baulk colours here, but it's essential to miss the kiss on the red on the side cushion. Enough, might be close. Played it well. Oh, this red will pot. Don't think you'll cannon into the red on the left-hand side, so he'll take it on.
Well, he could have left it easier than he has. Looks like it could be an in-off in the left centre. While digging down, this makes the pot very difficult.
Well, Ken has to be extra careful here. You can't see the one in baulk. The obvious choice of shot would maybe to play thin off the red in behind the black, but that would be too risky, I think, because the in-off. You might just have to play a containing safety shot here and just try and hope that Mark doesn't snook him at the next visit. This is very dangerous. I can't believe he's played this shot. But he's played it very well. That was a surprise, he played that.
Well, applause, but he's left a chance of this red for Ken Doherty. 20 points behind the Dubliner. He'll take this on.
You'd expect the first frame of any session to be a little bit tense, a few shots missed. It's been tense since the very first shot of this match.
Oh, was that an attempted pot? I think it was. He nearly left it over the middle. Ken eyeing up this red on the left-hand side of the table. Depends, really. Do you prefer the safety, or do you prefer the attacking option? If you played the red on the left-hand side of the table, played the pot, as long as you got in the jaw, screwed back to where the cue ball is now, he'd be on the black. But he's playing safe. How is it safe? It's not. He's left a chance. Well, this is nervy. Such a big frame. Isn't far away, but far enough.
This time he hasn't got away with it, but needs an angle on the killer to be able to bring the last red into play.
Yep.
I just wonder whether he'll try and get somewhere in the line of the green spot from the in-pot in the black. That would give him an angle to play black and try and move the red out. Doesn't necessarily have to be any, just on that particular line, somewhere down from the green spot would be great to move this red out. That's what he's played.
One.
Not going to have to stun it in to get the cannon. Maybe the brown he can get up there to the red.
Well, I think his intention was to play the brown and leave a nice angle. But it's black. He needs the last red. Looks to have played it well. Played it very well. Well, he's waving his hand, but to me, this red is on.
Well, it's a tough situation. If the red goes in, he wins the frame. If it catches the far jaw, he could lose the frame. Well played.
9.
That was a very, very tricky shot to play.
$14. 60. 90.
Had a few chances this frame, did Ken. He'll be disappointed he didn't take them. Mark
23.
Venting a little bit of anger there, just trying to get his cue through. But the frame's well over. Ken won't come back to the table.
23 in the frame. Mark Williams.
He does concede. Ken Doherty had chances, but at the end, it was Mark Williams who'll be thankful to win the first frame of the evening to lead 13-12.
So Mark Williams in the lead once again in this final, and I'm very pleased to say that with me once again, two former winners of the championship, Steve Davis and John Parrott, know exactly what the tension levels are like out there. How much is it multiplied in this final session?
I think it just becomes a different game all of a sudden, especially as the scores are relatively level. Interestingly though, both players never compromised in their shot selection. They carried on being very aggressive, perhaps in previous years gone by, back in the 80s at some stage, players would have tried to close shop up if their arm was shaking like a leaf, thinking, well, I'm not going to get this, I'm not going to get anywhere near it, I might as well play a safety shot. But perhaps the modern day game, keep going for the shots and get your arm in, get your eye in, so to speak, in a nerve-wracking situation instead of in the practice room. So Mark Williams eventually got going in that frame, potted a very good black to get on the last red.
But John, how long does it take to settle down in that environment?
Well,
Mark Williams, as you say, has made a good start tonight.
Well, it just depends on the individual, basically. But the trouble with this and the first frame tonight, Hazel, is they both had time in the interval to realise what's happened. Mark Williams has had time to realise he's lost the monumental lead, and Ken's realisation that he's got himself right back into the match. And it was always on the cards to be a very nervy affair, the first frame, and it proved to be that.
Yes, just for those of you who were out enjoying the sunshine today and missed the drama this afternoon, guys, just explain to people how dramatic it was today.
Well, to throw away a 10-2 lead or to have somebody come back at you from 10-2 behind is just a shock to the system. But that's what happened to Mark Williams. He was 10-2 up at one stage and ended up 12-4 behind. I mean, you couldn't write a script like that. And if you were attempting to write it, you wouldn't write anything as unbelievable or stupidly believable as that. So it's just been